It's been confirmed that Christopher Landon is the new director of Scream 7, replacing Radio Silence. Now from what I've seen of Landon's work, I think he's a good director and writer, so he is competent in making a good slasher movie. But there are some things I'm noticing which could doom Scream 7 into being the black sheep of the new trilogy. Scream 3 is considered by a lot of Scream fans to be the worst entry into the franchise. I disagree, but that's besides the point. Scream 3 was plagued with many issues from the beginning. They had many scheduling conflicts between the actors and writers, and this led to Kevin Williamson stepping down and was replaced with Aaron Kruger. Kruger hadn't written many films and was given an outline by Williamson, but there was also the issue from the studio to make it less violent and give it a less serious tone. This was due to the recent Columbine incident and many other media stories on how movies cause violence, and all of that led to the Scream 3 we have, and even if 3 was silly and goofy, it still had a serious undertone with very serious themes at the time. But overall it's still considered the worst by some due to its silliness. Now Scream 7 is being announced, and it looks to me that similar problems are going to occur. For example, there is a big writer's strike going on at the moment. Many movies and shows are being delayed, and this will definitely cause problems for Scream 7. And if it doesn't, it will surprise me. There is also the other issue with writing. Scream 3 had an excuse of having major studio interference and the recent media stories on how violence in movies affects people and Columbine. So a new writer with a rough outline and all this stuff, the studio and producers wanted to make it less serious. Obviously it wasn't going to be a great scary slasher. But it still did its commentary on Hollywood right, yet the new Scream movies suffer from plain bad writing. Radio Silence's Scream movies were not the best in terms of writing, 5 especially. 6 was better but still had many instances of dialogue and writing that just screamed fan film. And the writer-director, Christopher Landon, has several slashers with fun and comedic elements, but 5 and 6 were laughed at because the writing wasn't very good but still felt like a slasher remake. And 7 will be comedic because the writer writes comedic slashers. It'll just feel jarring, similar to the tone difference between Scream 1 and 2 and then 3. I have hope for 7. Honestly, I think Landon will probably make a better Scream movie than Radio Silence could. But he wasn't given the keys for a new car that he could do anything with. He was given the keys to a used car. He has to use the characters that have already been established into previous movies instead of creating his own new characters. Plus the writer's strike and tonal difference. It just seems like it won't turn out very good, but I have hope.